I think the ideals of America and this country, we can all agree that sports marketing to this country or even the rest of the world, as the NFL considers expanding its franchise internationally, is something that that should not be taking place. A racial slur should not be marketed to the world.
And Roger Goodell, another pivotal figure in this, he initially, in June in a letter to Congress, defended the name and called it a unifying force that stands for strength, courage, pride, and respect. He has since changed his tune a bit. We're going to take a listen to what he had to say earlier this month.
I think what we have to do, though, is we have to listen. If one person is offended, we have to listen. And ultimately, it is Dan's decision, but it's something that I want all of us to go out and make sure we're listening to our fans, listening to people who have a different view, and making sure that we continue to do what's right to make sure that team represents the strong tradition and history that it has for so many years.
So, Mike, what do you make of his change in tone, and how significant is it?
I think Commissioner Goodell doesn't say anything by accident, and I think that his ability to parse words, his change in tone is not just a PR decision. I think it's a clear indication that he and the league have been affected by the protests, by the people in the media, by the differing tribes that actually want to say this doesn't honor them anymore. I think we can all say, without a doubt, Nia, this is not a unifying word anymore.
Right.
That was one of the big things. It's a unifying word.
I don't
well,
know
if people are standing outside games with signs, when Ray Halbritter and the United Nation in upstate New York is launching a national ad campaign against the name, it's not unifying.
Right, and this idea that you would never walk in to a bar and see someone sitting there who's Native American and say, hey, what's up, Redskins?
You would not say that. You would not say
that. Right. Ray, what's your response to Commissioner Goodell?
Well, I think he's right. There should be some listening. There's no gray area in this name. The dictionary defines it as offensive. It's a racial epithet. It's a slur. And, the thing is, though, the owner, Dan Snyder, if he's, the history is littered with people who said, never going to change this. I'm sure there were people back in slavery times were never going to accept freedom. During we're never going to accept segregation. We're never going to accept women's rights. I mean, I'm sure throughout history is littered with people who said never. But if Snyder is recalcitrant, I think it's incumbent upon the owners, the league, and the commissioner to do something about it, take action. And I think the general public, and it's one of the reasons we have this campaign, is an important player here. I think a lot of people in America didn't realize how significant this is, but it's a very significant issue for us.